Hello and welcome to another episode on Can I Survive? I'm Judah Rusi and this is Space Engineers. So, where we last left off, unfortunately since then, for some reason it didn't quite save properly. So we are still here, we haven't built our base yet, but where we left off, our transporter was unfortunately upside down on this hill here. So, I mean, in a way we're quite lucky. It saves us the hassle of having to try and fix that. um, but yeah, unfortunately, I would have preferred it if it did save as it was. But yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't for some reason. So we're gonna do it again, and hopefully we're not gonna end up on the side of the mountain again. So right, let's get rid of these scraps. Just there. We've got steel plate and can we get some more? No, right, okay. So yeah, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do some base building. So I'm gonna get the rest of this finished up, and then we are going to mount our refinery and assembler system back onto here. So I will see you after this is done. So we've just finished building the platform, and now we're ready to move our building blocks, our refinery and that. So let's slowly go to the top of it. Just there. Let's angle a little bit better. Forward a little bit, just there. So I'm going to slowly drop towards it. Just there, and now we're locked. Just want to turn auto lock off, that's my bad. And for some reason it doesn't seem to be connected to our G bar, so let's switch that over, just then it does work when we need it to. And that's perfect. So now we've got that hooked up, let's move over here to where I can get into the ship as well as actually add this world pad to the bottom. So let's just go over here, drop down a bit to there. I think that'll be enough space. So let's hop out and get a world pad from Digi. It's there. So we're going to want one on here and on the platform. So let's just get enough to build it. So yeah, it's there. Please tell me I can get up here. Oh, of course I can't. Right, so let's just move that down a little bit more. Actually, let's angle it like that. Perfect.
Fuel critical.
And get that welded. And then I'm going to do the same up here. So that was on the middle block. So I'm going to do this just... I need some more. Need some more components. So... Perfect. And I think we're going to put that right there. So we'll have a space between it and the end of the platform. So yeah, so it'll go 1, 2, 3 blocks there. So we want to angle this to our right. So for starters, let's make sure that we don't make the same mistake as last time, and let's go right up, so then we're not hitting anything. And let's go over here, line it up. Just there. Let's drop down a little bit just so that we can get a little bit closer and it's a bit easier to see where we are. So I believe that is roughly on top. Let's line up as well. Oh look, it tells me the exact distance from it as well. Look at that. There we are. Look at that. Perfect. So let's disconnect. And we have just welded to our platform. So yeah, so that is why I really like this this weld pad mod. Yeah, just you can see the welding effect that it showed as well, which was pretty cool. So let's just mount this to the side of the mountain. There we are. So for some reason it's still on auto lock. So let's try and turn it off. Auto lock. Right, okay, no, that's strange. Anyway, so we're gonna hop out.
Fuel critical.
And we are gonna get some production going because we need motors. So actually, saying that, we need energy. So because we haven't got much energy left on this now, and in actual fact I should turn it off
Fuel
just to save
critical.
power. Because now we need some wind turbines, and I probably should have built that before moving this. So let's just go into here and see what we can get. Let's just build as much of a wind turbine as possible. There we are. So let's grab some bits from there. Grab bits from everywhere, see where it's got it. And I think best place right now is probably going to be up here. So if we can try and work our way up. Perfect, just like that. Oh, no, don't do this. There we are. Almost. Appears like I'm stuck. Okay, so that's not going to be as easy as I thought, but there will be a way. Let's just squeeze up here. Go up to the top and then I'll work our way down. That'll probably be easier. There. Ooh, lag spike. And again, right, so let's just pop that there. Oh look, an atmospheric frigate. Ah, that's pretty cool. And they're neutral as well. Right, so let's get this welded up. Right, so we need interior plate, motor, and girder. So I don't think we have enough components. So we have no motors, interior plates, or anything like that. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Although we still have our mining rover, which is just down there, and I'm pretty certain that had some components in. So let's go and have a look. Right then, so the miner did have some components in it. So we managed to get some girder, motors, and interior plates from that. And wow, so this rain, I really can't see anything at the moment, especially with this mod. Right, I think the base is down here somewhere. Yeah, this is not handy at all. Oh, there we go, there's a cliffside. Right, so the mining base is over there, so I'm going to assume possibly over here. Really? Yep, there we go, look, I can just about see it. Some lightning in the background as well. So let's just park up over here again. Actually, let's park more level. There we are. So let's hop out
Fuel
and
critical.
get this wind turbine finished. Let's go the other way. There we are, look at that. And we've even got some left over as well. That's not too shabby. Right, so we've got that going, and actually we're going to want another one, aren't we? Crap. Right, so we're going to build the same thing as that over here. To go up and then over. Just and then we can have some symmetry, and we get another turret. I believe we actually need 3, don't we? Because we need the assembler and the refinery. So I think I'll do one in the middle as well. Right, so we've managed to get one half built. Unfortunately don't have enough material plates to get the next one down. So we're going to get those into production. So we shift right click. No assemblers found. This is an assembler. How do you mean no assembler found? No. Why is it saying no assembler found? Right, okay. So why is that doing? Right, I'm gonna figure out why this is doing that, and we will be back in a moment. Right, there we are. So we've managed to get that working then and fixed. So it's actually seems to be assembling everything that we need now. Not enough power. Right, so let's have a look at our turbine. Current output 2 kilowatts. 2 kilowatts. Is that all that you're going to give us? Alright, well, apparently so. So I think we're just going to have to wait until it's daytime. Right, so that wind turbine up there still isn't producing enough power to power any of this. Any of this at all. So actually, I believe it might be because of that turbine out there. So I'm going to remove that and see if it makes a difference, because it usually needs 6 blocks between it. But obviously, I haven't actually followed that rule. So I'm going to get rid of it, and then we're going to have a look, see what's going on. Right, so we've managed to get it working. I've managed to get 2 turbines built now, so we managed to get another one up there as well. But yeah, for some reason it was and wasn't working at the same time, so I had to reload the game, and then it seems to be perfectly fine from there. So as you can see now, they're outputting about 500 watts each, which is strange because it is actually over their current max output. But as long as they're working, that's all that matters to me right now. So we've got everything all in here now, so let's just get some girder scrap. Right, so let's just empty our refinery, put in our scraps just there. Let's actually empty our inventory, and let's sort through all of this just to make sure it's exactly how we want it. So, oh look at that, we've got NATO containers as well. So in our refinery, let's turn that back on, because I did turn that off as well. And so we've got that in our refinery. So we've got silicone at the moment, but I don't want silicone, I want some iron. Iron and nickel, just there. Let's get this scrap at the front. Get those to go through. Look at that, we've got loads of scrap as well. Let's get the iron to the front, nickel, get some magnesium in there as well. Right, so we've got all of our all of our ingots, not ingots, but material. Right, we've got all of our materials going. So let's just get these out of the assembler and into our storage container. And actually, let's try and move it all to the same one. Right, so we can't fit any more in there. Let's just put that there. Large steel tube, let's keep them together. And yeah, right, so now we have our base built. So first things first, I'm gonna need somewhere to attach our transporter so that I can charge up the power. So I think what we're gonna do is actually that is gonna be a perfect location. No, not at all, because we want our base up there. And then this itself is going to be a landing platform. Yeah, this is going to be a landing platform for our transporter. Eventually we're going to rebuild all of this back up there. But I just wanted to move it here so then we can get started on actually making this base. So I think first things first, let's make a landing pad for our transporter. So I'm going to get some steel plate. I'm going to put some more in production. Let's say 2,000. That should be enough. We've got quite a lot of iron anyway. As you can see just there, we've got about 3,000. So I'm going to get this all welded up. And then I'm going to build a connector for it to actually connect to the base. And actually, before we go any further, let's decide on the paint. So I want to go with something that's a little bit futuristic, but also quite nice as well. So yeah, the battered armor is what we're using right now, I believe anyway. So let's go for, let's see what neon does, and we're going to change the colour of our base to a pale blue. So it's just a little bit blue. So let's change to, let's remember how to do this now. I believe it's shift middle mouse or control middle mouse, alt middle mouse. Well, maybe it has to be like that. Oh yep, there we are. So there we are. I think that's, yeah, that's a little bit too futuristic. I mean, that is nice, don't get me wrong. So yeah, I do like the neons. Colorable surface, there we go. That's what we want. It's like that. No, that's still, I like these lines, but they're still a little bit over the top. So let's just go carbon fiber armor instead. No, I don't like that either. Let's try sci-fi. See what that looks like. I do quite like that. That is quite nice, but let's have a look and see what the clean armor looks like as well. So the clean armor, that is nice, don't get me wrong. but I think it's a little bit boring. Let's try the silver. Right, so silver is literally silver, so let's not go with that. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with sci-fi armor. It's got a little bit more detail on there, and it does look quite nice. Doesn't look too bad on the blocks as well, on the assembler and the cargo container. It looks quite nice. I like this colour. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of this all welded up, and I will see you in a moment. And actually, another thing, we are going to get a new welder. So I'm going to go to production. Now that we have our assembler, we should be able to... so we need some silver for the proficient grinder, which is kind of annoying. But I'm going to build an enhanced grinder. So let's just put that there. Not grinder, but we're going to get all the tools anyway. So we want the drill and the welder. Should be building those. And we are missing out on iron at the moment, but we have some on production, I do believe. No, so we've got the iron / nickel, but we've got enough plates anyway for the moment. So let's get that and let's swap out our tools. And change it on our hotbar as well. So character tools. There we are. And now this should be much quicker. So we've run into a bit of a snag. So I've just gone out and grabbed some more iron. I brought it back to make some more steel plates just because we run out. But unfortunately I can't have the assembler and the refinery running at the same time. So we need to fix this problem, because if we don't have enough power now, then we're not going to have enough power later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a wind turbine on the side of both of these, so just one extra on each side. So let's get those in production. Can we actually... oh, and look at that, we've actually got enough bits to make both of them. So yeah, I'm going to put one up here. I'm going to need some light armor blocks as well, just so then I can actually sort of build my way up there. Yeah, so let's get one up here. So I want it just there. Need interior plate. I thought I had everything for this. Right, so I need interior plate, computer girder, construction component motors. Yes, this is not good at the moment, so we're going to let that go, and I'm going to get some more the base mined out, and yeah, we're just going to cut to where the turbines are built, so is the base, and yeah, then we can go from there. Right then, so we've got this last little bit over here that needs finishing, but we have most of this platform finished. Now I'm going to add some extra details around the edges, just to not make it look so squared, but we'll do that at another date when I've got some hydrogen, and then I can fly, and that will make it a lot easier. Oh, and look what's just spawned in. The SS-19 Serenity. So that looks like it is coming right this way. So let's get our ship mounted up above the platform. just in case they do decide to turn up. So let's put this. Oh, let's not hit our wind turbines. Actually, no, yeah, let's land this just up here, up on top of the mountain, just so then it's got the range and it can actually reach. So just there. Let's lock on and let's actually take a little look at our turrets. So right, so they're on smart targeting, so they'll be using the AI from the smart targeting mod. So they should be perfectly set up. Yep. So yeah, so if that does get closer, which it is, it does look like it is slowly moving towards us, although it might just pass us. So I'm going to leave that there in case it does. And let's get back to business. So now what I want to do is build a docking, sort of docking platform for that. So we are going to need, we will need some light armor blocks, slopes as well. I'm going to try and add a little bit of finesse, make this look a bit nicer. So we're going to need connectors, conveyor tube. Actually, let's get rid of that. We'll just get the conveyor junction. And then yeah, that is literally all that we are going to need for this. So that has some turbines, atmospheric thrusters even on the sides. So if they get close to this, then it's going to damage it pretty much. So we're going to need to figure out where it's going to land, so then I can basically destroy the blocks underneath. Because otherwise that is going to do it for us anyway. And it looks like that is getting really close. So I believe if it's at 2.5 kilometers, it's within range to be able to see us. We haven't got anything transmitting at the moment, so we should be okay. I don't want to really take my eye off it at the moment, but alright, look at that, it is getting close. So I'm not sure if it'll pick me up personally, if it'll just see me. There is a chance of it, so let's see what happens here. No, so it doesn't seem like it's picked me up or anything like that, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. So, right, anyway, so let's build this then. So this is the center point. So this is quite tricky now that it's not built. Right, so I think, right, let's get some of these steel plates. So from the center, we're going to go one in. So we want basically a 1 block radius around this. And then we're going to go, so that is essentially where it's going to, that is the line of blocks that it could destroy. And then just there. So it's going to land on this, just here, because it's got its landing gear in the middle. And then the thrusters should be above this line here. So if we destroy 3 blocks, let's see what that looks like. And then what we can do on the underside of this is actually add some glass, so that it still does look nice. There we go, so just there. I don't think that's going to be enough, so I'm going to go another block on either side. There we are. So we've got those just there. Let's get rid of these. Don't need these anymore. And I think what I'm going to do is, so this is just going to land here anyway. But I want my it's not going to be, yeah, it is that connector, isn't it? Yeah, there we are. So I want my connector around here, because then it's going to land just on top of it. It's hard to remember the design without looking at it, but I think the connector, right, the connector pops out. So actually, let's put our connector there. That way I can place these here, just there, and then we can bring our connector out. So I'm going to need some interior plates for that. So let's get some of those done. Just there, that's on top. And we've gone through our iron already, so let's get some more going. Just there. So we want our straight edge. And then we're going to come down here. To the cargo container just there. And there we are. So that is going to be our connector. So I'm hoping that's going to be enough. What I might also do is change these. So instead of full blocks, they are going to be are half blocks. So let's just put those there, and on the outer edges I think I'm going to make them the same as these here that are next to it. So just there, so this is what this is going to look like. So you see they sort of come down a little bit, and yeah, I quite like that design. So let's get all of this welded up and test it out. And there we go. So we've got all that welded up, and that definitely looks a lot better. I'm just going to get the other side of this welded as well. And then it's the connector. So we just need some more steel tube. Let's get that on production. How much do we need? So we need 12 small tubes, and we have, so we have 23, so we actually have enough. And that's that done. So now we can test it. So I'm going to head up there and get our transporter, which is going to be easier said than done. Like that. So that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. So there we are. Now let's change our camera back. And we're going to want to be like this. So let's see if this fits in. Hopefully it does. Width-wise, I would imagine it definitely does. It's just going to be the length. Actually, no, that looks pretty good, to be honest. So let's get that just there. And lower it down. That is actually perfect. Look at that. So we've managed to fit that in perfectly, and with our thrusters in the right position. So we're going to connect to that and let that recharge. So I'm going to jump
Deal
out. Ooh,
critical.
that's frustrating. So I think yeah, we can add those blocks back into the front. So let's just get back up there, change that to the half block, and we will add those just there, and change these blocks here, just so then I can actually get down to it. So we're going to change these to the slope. There we are. Just then it makes it a lot easier to actually get into the ship. So just there. So that actually looks pretty cool. Actually, yeah, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. So I'm going to keep the ship the same colour as well, just in case you're wondering. Right, so that is our mounting point done. Now, what we're going to need to get is our hydrogen. So I know we was going to do some base building today, and unfortunately we're not going to be doing much else apart from this. So this is going to be from today. Some next time though, we will be building our main base just up there, so we'll be getting our refinery and assembler all sorted out. We'll be getting some more storage, as well as the solar tower as well, because we definitely need that for power. So I'm going to let this charge up, and let's see how long this is going to take. So batteries, showing terminal, 6 hours. Wow. So that is that is a long time. So we're definitely going to need to work on our power. For the moment, we can add some more turbines. So I'm going to add another one to each side. Oh, there's an unknown signal over there. I think. How far is that? That's 4 kilometers. I think we'll leave it for the moment. Not really looking to get them yet, so I think maybe the next one or next few we might head out for. So that's one wind turbine down. Let's get the other one, and hopefully this should speed up our recharging process. And one thing on our list as well is going to be silver. We're going to need to get that at some points, and then we can rebuild our survival kit. Because at the moment, if we die, that's it. We're not respawning here, which is very frustrating, especially with everything that we've built at the moment. So yeah, so let's try and not have that happen again. We had that happen in episode 2, and yeah, that definitely did not come in handy. But yeah, so that's that. So we've got our 2 turbines. Let's see how long it takes to recharge now. It's taking 4 hours. Okay, so each one's cutting it down by about 2 hours, so that's not too bad. I mean, it could be a lot faster, but that's not bad for a starting point. So I think now what I'm going to do is actually, do you know what? No, next time we will look for the hydrogen. This time I think we're just going to get some base building done. So I want some. Yeah, so I think from here, because I want our base to be at that level, but we are going to drill in. So yeah, I'm going to start drilling in, and then we can get some blocks put down. Right then, so I've mined out a little tunnel. So basically I just want to explain how I'm going to be building this, or sort of explain how I'm thinking about this. So I want my main base up at the top there, so on the top level. So that's going to be where our assemblers are, our refineries, any other machines, programmable blocks, and things like that. But on the sub level, so on a level below, which is going to be adjacent to our platforms and anything else like that, so our garages for our cars to drive in, is going to be our storage. So that could be our cargo storage, it could be battery storage, power storage, anything like that. So um, this is quite nice because I can have this in here. So this is going to come out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, which means that I can have a large cargo container directly in the center. So I can have 1, 2, and I believe one more in the middle. So that should, yep. So I can have 3 in a row, just underneath, with glass shielding in front. So essentially these are going to come out along here, just there, and then I have glass shielding all over this, and then on this centerpiece, just to make it easier to walk in front, we're actually going to have the half blocks just there, so that'll make it a lot easier for us to actually walk in front, because otherwise we'll only have one block. But yeah, so I'm gonna get on that, and hopefully we should have that done soon. Right, so we've got our basic shape built out now. So what I'm going to do is finish off around these walls just by adding these in like that. Yeah, I'm going to finish the outside, inside, and then we're going to start building our storage in here as well. Right, so I was just about to go mining, but I think before I do that, it's about time that I actually put down a GPS. So /GPS home base. I might change the name at some point, but yeah. Right, anyway, so I'm going to go do some mining for some more iron. So this is how far we've got at the moment. So we've got everything put down, we just need to actually build it. And I am going to try and get rid of all this grass that's underneath. I'm going to go under it and mine under, because we're going to have the garage underneath at some point. So it all works out in the end. So yeah, so I'm going to go get some more iron, because unfortunately we are running low. We have got some just there. Let's pop that to the front. But yeah, so I'm going to go get some more iron, and then hopefully we can get on with the rest of this. Right then, so unfortunately that is all the time that I've got for today. So we've got most of our storage, well yeah, we've got our storage ready to be welded up. We finished building our platform. We've also got the docking station for our transporter. So yeah, we've made quite a bit of progress today. We got our assembler and refinery connected to the base. We got our power source going as well. So yeah, so we've done quite a lot today. And so next episode, we're going to finish off welding on this. We're going to make a start with our main base, which is going to hold the assembler and refinery, and we might even get started on our solar tower. But yeah, so my name's Zulu Roosti, and this has been Can I Survive? And I will see you in the next one. Let's try, there we go. So now that they're put down, we can put these back, and hopefully, oh no.